Hello, English learners, and welcome back to the English Insight Podcast. This is your place to learn real English for real life, step by step, conversation by conversation, together. I'm Sarah, and I am really happy you are here with us today, because if you are listening right now, it means you want your English to grow stronger, clearer, and more natural in everyday conversations.
And I am Daniel. And today we are going to do something very practical, something you can actually use the next time you speak English with someone. Because many English learners understand grammar, they understand vocabulary, but when a real conversation starts, something strange happens.
Yes, suddenly the brain freezes a little. You know the words, you studied them, you practiced them, but when it is time to speak, the sentence just does not come out the way you want.
Exactly. And sometimes the reason is not grammar. It is not vocabulary either. The real reason is that native speakers use many small expressions, small phrases, and small idioms that make their English sound natural.
Yes, idioms are everywhere in everyday English. You hear them in cafes, in offices, between friends, even in simple daily conversations. And if you understand them, suddenly English conversations feel easier, warmer, and more human.
So today we are going to explore a few idioms that people actually use in daily life. Not complicated ones, not strange textbook expressions, but the ones you hear in real conversations.
And we are going to do it in a natural way. Imagine you are sitting in a small cafe with us. The place is quiet, the coffee smells amazing, and two people are having a relaxed conversation.
Yes, and in this cafe conversation, you will hear how idioms appear naturally inside real dialogue. And by the end of this conversation, you will know how to understand them, and more importantly, how to use them yourself.
And if you enjoy learning English through relaxed conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it with another English learner, and write a comment telling us where you are listening from.
All right, Sarah, let's begin the conversation. Imagine you just walked into this small cafe, and I am the person behind the counter. You are the customer, and we start with a simple greeting.
Sounds perfect. Let's begin.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Riverside Cafe. What can I get for you today?
Hi, good afternoon. I would like a cappuccino, please, and maybe a small chocolate cake if you have one.
Good choice. Our chocolate cake is very popular today. One cappuccino and one chocolate cake coming right up. Would you like to sit near the window or at a table in the corner?
The table near the window looks nice. I like watching people walking outside while I drink coffee.
That is a great spot. Some people say it helps them clear their head after a long day.
Clear their head. That sounds like an interesting expression.
Yes, it is actually a very common idiom.
So when someone says, I need to clear my head, what do they mean?
It means they want to relax their mind, forget their stress for a moment, and think more calmly.
Oh, I like that. After a busy day, sitting here with coffee really helps me clear my head.
Exactly. That is how people use it in daily life.
You know, many English learners understand individual words like clear and head, but when they hear the phrase together, they feel confused.
Yes, and that is why idioms are so powerful. They make English sound natural, but if you never hear them in conversation, they can feel mysterious.
And the best way to learn them is not by memorizing long lists, but by hearing them inside real conversations like this one.
Exactly. For example, imagine a friend asks you how your day was.
You might say, "It was a long day, so I came here to clear my head."
Perfect. That sounds natural.
Now, I already feel a little more confident using that phrase.
Good, because we are just getting started.
Oh, so there are more?
Yes, and one of them is something people say when a situation suddenly becomes very easy.
Now you made me curious.
But before we get there, let me bring your cappuccino.
Thank you.
Here you go. 1 cappuccino and 1 chocolate cake.
This looks amazing.
I'm glad you like it.
You know, Daniel, sitting here with coffee and learning natural phrases like this actually makes English feel much less stressful.
That is exactly the goal.
Because when learners realize they can understand real conversations, something changes inside them.
Yes. Suddenly, English stops feeling like a school subject and starts feeling like a real language they can live in.
And that is a beautiful moment for every learner.
Our Sarah, are you ready for the next idiom people use all the time?
Of course.
Imagine your friend tells you about a very easy task, and you respond with a small idiom that native speakers love.
What is it?
You say, "Oh, that sounds like a piece of cake."
A piece of cake. That is funny, because I am literally eating cake right now, but I know the meaning is not about food.
Exactly. In English, when someone says something is a piece of cake, they mean it is very easy to do.
So if a friend asks, "Was the exam difficult?" I could say, "No, it was a piece of cake."
Yes, that sounds completely natural. Native speakers use that phrase all the time.
I like this expression because it is simple and easy to remember. Every time I see cake, I will probably remember this idiom now.
That is actually a great learning trick. Connect new phrases to something visual or funny. It helps the brain remember faster.
You know what is interesting? Many learners believe they must use very advanced words to sound fluent.
But the truth is often the opposite. Native speakers use small, simple expressions again and again.
Yes, everyday English is full of short phrases like this. They are simple, but they make your speech sound natural.
Let's imagine another situation.
Okay?
Imagine your friend has been working all week, very busy, very stressed. Finally, Friday evening arrives.
I think I know where this is going.
Your friend sits down, relaxes, and says something like, "Finally, I can take it easy."
Take it easy.
Yes, that means to relax, slow down, and stop worrying about work or problems.
I love that expression. After a long week, everyone wants to take it easy.
Exactly. It is another phrase people use naturally in daily conversations.
So someone might say, "I'm going home tonight, ordering food, watching a movie, and just taking it easy."
Perfect example.
These phrases already make English feel more alive.
That is the secret many learners discover later.
What secret?
Fluent English is not built from complicated sentences. It is built from hundreds of small, natural expressions that people repeat every day.
That actually makes learning feel less scary.
Exactly. You don't need thousands of difficult words. You just need to become comfortable with the phrases people really use.
You know, Daniel, this reminds me of another idiom I heard recently.
Oh? Which one?
Someone said, "Let's call it a day."
Ah, yes, that one is extremely common.
And it means we stop working for the day, right?
Exactly. When people feel tired or when the work is finished, they say, "Let's call it a day."
For example, after a long meeting, someone might say, "All right, everyone, we've done enough. Let's call it a day."
Yes, that sounds perfectly natural.
I like how these idioms feel friendly and relaxed.
Yes, idioms often make conversations sound warmer and more human.
And the more you hear them, the more comfortable they feel.
Exactly. Listening is the first step. Then slowly you begin using them yourself.
So, if you are listening right now, try something simple. Think of one moment in your life where something was very easy.
And try saying it out loud.
For example, you might say, "The test yesterday was a piece of cake."
Or, "Tonight I'm going home and taking it easy."
Or even, "I finished my work early, so I decided to call it a day."
See? These are small phrases, but they make your English sound natural and confident.
And the best part is, you can start using them today.
Exactly.
You know, Daniel, I think this is why conversations like this help learners so much.
Why is that?
Because they are not memorizing words from a list. They are hearing language the way people actually speak.
Yes. And when learners hear English in real conversations, their brain starts recognizing patterns.
And little by little, those patterns become part of their own speech.
That is how fluency grows.
one conversation at a time.
Exactly.
So maybe after finishing your coffee today, you can go talk to a friend, practice one of these phrases, and see how natural it feels.
Because every time you speak, your confidence grows a little more.
And that is the real goal.
To help you feel comfortable using English in real life.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with another English learner, and leave a comment telling us your favorite idiom.
We love reading your comments.
And we will see you in the next English conversation.
Take care, English learners.